Sustainable development is now the motive behind our holistic socio-economic transformation in the rural areas of Rivers State. The needs of rural people are met through results-oriented and professionally supported programs and projects. The Rivers State Sustainable Development Agency advocates that this should be powered by the engine of economic production and income earning by the largest possible number of currently poor, unemployed and underemployed people of Rivers State.
It's about an ownership scheme, entrepreneurship scheme to fast-track development in Rivers State and to put money in people's hands so that they're able to sustain themselves. And, government stops being the Father Christmas to deliver to everyone.
Amalia Substance is in her 20s. She's always wanted to be a medical doctor, but she also loves making shoes and bags. Her keen interest brought her to this leather factory 4 months ago.
We're taught measurement, we're taught designs, how to go about making a shoe. Like the one you're seeing here, this is a Debbie shoe. This is a dummy pattern of a Debbie shoe. This is a dummy pattern of an Oxford shoe. Something that I believe if I hadn't come here, it would have taken me years to achieve.
Apart from the leather factory, a 200-student capacity workmanship and technical training center is under construction to provide vocational skills that will boost middle-level manpower in Rivers State and beyond.
The vision of this place is to build a world-class center in collaboration and partnership with world institutions like the London City and Guilds. And this center will be training people, mostly Rivers young men and women, but also people from other parts of the neighboring states in key skill areas.
The agency has established an adapted version of the Songhai Center to promote agriculture and allied enterprises as a sustainable and economically viable empowerment option in Rivers State. The project is expected to cost about 5 billion naira and has already trained 100 students at the Songhai Center in Benin Republic to work at a larger, more modern version called Songhai Rivers Initiative. RSSDA also supports a network of large regional farms to distribute high-yield varieties of cassava stems and other farm inputs. A move aimed at encouraging farming, reducing cost of production, ensuring the farmer makes more money and make food more available in the state.
This farm is to train farmers, produce crops, produce food and distribute it to the farmers within the locality and distribute it to the states. The services they give to the farmers here is free of charge.
The agency has made quite great strides in the areas of agriculture. And when I talk agriculture, I'm talking land and aquaculture. They've made quite some good successes. There are some areas where you can see people lifted out of poverty line.
Grassroots millionaires are also being made in other areas. Helen Benstow was paralyzed at age 2. She has qualified as a computer scientist, but for 6 years she was unable to find a job. So she applied and was successful in the RSSDA-sponsored Physically Challenged Drivers Taxi Scheme, alongside 9 other disabled persons in the pilot scheme. Now she runs a taxi and has become a favorite on her roads. She also earns well despite the stiff competition.
At the end of the day, with all the challenges, I'm sure of 3,000–4,000 naira a day.
More lives are being touched through the Rivers State Sustainable Development Initiative. Over 100 local youths are beneficiaries of the entrepreneurship scheme to raise grassroots millionaires by training them to own and manage their own businesses, including franchise restaurants. And there is a ready market for these trainees.
Most of the oil companies contract out their catering services to some foreign companies when we have local capability that can really handle it. And so we decided that it would be nice if Rivers State government can, in a very short while, focus on empowering Rivers people in the area of catering.
RSSDA is created by law and takes just 5% of Rivers State's recurrent expenditure. Executive Director of the agency says more funding is expected to be leveraged from newly formed partnerships so the agency could meet its huge targets.
We have a $4 million partnership project on discussion with them. The intention is, if we're successful, RSSDA will co-fund that project with $1 million, while the United Nations Environment Program will source in $3 million from the European Union to do work in water and sanitation in our coastal communities.
The Rivers State Sustainable Development Agency advocates that development should be powered by the engine of economic production and income earning by the largest possible number of currently poor, unemployed and underemployed people of Rivers State.